Hi guys, do you ever suffer from anxiety on the motorcycle? Do you ever just lock up and freeze for no real reason? Well, we're going to share with you an experience that happened to us and a few tips that helped us to get around the problem. Hope you find this useful. Let's head on in, follow me.
Riders on the storm. Riders on the storm.
So let me set the scene. We'd been out for a ride out into Suffolk and through Essex, and it was a really beautiful day, really sunny, no real problems, and we decided to stop off at this little park, which had a little car park inside, which was very gravelly. We didn't know that at the time, but this was going to be where we stopped, and this is where our kind of problem started. So this is Lizzie, this is my other half, and she's already experiencing a few problems with her bike on the day.
Honestly, if you sit on my bike right now and move my handlebars, you'll go... I can't get it off.
So up till today, Liz had been doing a lot of practice on a Suzuki SV650, and she jumped back on the Honda today to go out for a ride with us. And her Honda is a DCT, so it's the dual clutch. So very different type of bike, much different in weight and manoeuvrability.
Trapped like a rat.
Another lovely church.
Oh, it's nice around
And a
here.
river. Like the river.
Of this sand. 4 square foot of hell.
Is it gravel?
Yep. Going nice and tight here.
So as I'd made the decision to turn in, I already realised as soon as I was going around that corner that this wasn't going to be very good. It was very tight. I knew Liz was going to have a little bit of a problem with all the gravel and the holes.
I don't like it.
It's actually a good point that if it's above your capabilities, then don't do it.
I'm stuck. I'm actually stuck.
So what do you think? Stop and wait, or just plough straight through? I mean, isn't it better to realise that it's beyond your capabilities and just wait?
I'm rolling backward and I'm stuck. I'm not coming. I'm not doing it. I'm not coming. I can't do it. There's a big crater in front of me.
You know, at this point, you have to realise this just isn't about somebody not wanting to do something. This is really, someone who's actually suffering anxiety and very, very worried about falling and dropping the bike.
Talk to me.
Just go to the left a bit. Just turn left a bit more. And just put a little bit of
tree on
revs.
my head.
You're fine. Just keep it nice and tight there. That's it. We're just there on the right.
Don't go. I'm treading on bricks. Can I just ride across it?
Yeah, just ride. You need to go, it's easier.
I didn't like that. Why did you do that? Fuck. Jeez. He rides.
Oh.
Hey. No, you won't be able to stop. You'd have to just go straight out. Get back out.
But what the hell was that? I wasn't recording that.
Ow, it's really hot. You lied.
I bet you move when you check out this groove. Check out this. Check out the groove.
Mary.
Oh,
You're having a lark, mate. Can't find it. I'm getting hot. So where are we going? There.
So you have to understand that someone with anxiety, a little bit like Lizzie had, she's already starting to overthink getting out.
Is this one not working now?
She's already been thinking about it whilst in the car park. And she's building up her anxiety about how she's actually going to get out of this car park.
1 sec.
And all the time, all these different things are rolling over her mind about how she's going to get out over that gravel and do a left turn.
Huh? Just can't see me getting out. We're coming. We're coming. I don't know if you can hear us, but we're coming. We're coming. We're coming if you can hear us. Can you hear us? We're coming. Hello?
Oh, you're coming.
It's just me and Alfie.
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me? I can hear you.
Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit.
Oh, you managed it then?
Oh, yeah. Fucking just went into anxiety, panic mode because I've been overthinking it the whole time I've been there.
Really? Oh, you did it, so you was lucky because I nearly turned round.
That's what I was worried about. I thought you're going to turn around and then you're going to get the ump with me. But when that anxiety creeps up on a situation like that, because I've had too long to think about getting out and I didn't like the idea of it. That's my problem.
Oh, look at it in here.
That's why I said to come this way. I thought it'd be a bit nicer.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
But you done the right thing by saying to me, just breathe and take it in your own time.
Yeah.
Because if you'd started going to me, really? Are you serious? That would have made me anchor up my shoulders.
Yeah.
Not riding too fast, we're just taking in the scenery here.
It's only 30 here now. Anyway, it's gone down.
Your fuel's gone down?
No, it's down to 30.
Oh, right.
Speed.
Right, as we was coming up, we was riding up, you'd already got to the entrance of the car park.
Yeah.
And as I'm riding along, I saw the car park that we were coming to.
Yes.
So through the intercoms, I said to you, is it a gravel car park?
Yeah.
And you said, yes. Because you were going through the entrance part at the time. So by the time I've rode along the stretch of the car park to get to the entrance, in my head, I've already
Overthought.
manifested it into riding through craters and basically
Gravel.
like the moon or a gravel beach or something. That's what I've got to ride across.
Which we laugh about it now, but
Oh
at the
yeah,
time,
but at
it
the
was
time
really,
I went into panic mode.
Yeah.
I didn't lose my control of my riding and my bike or anything like that. I lost control of my overthinking.
Yeah.
It literally, my head
So is
went
it
100 miles an hour and put me in a situation that I thought I'd never be able to get through, whereas it was nothing to do with my riding ability. It was to do with suppressing my chimp that was saying, you're not going to be able to get through this, you can't do it.
So is it anxiety? Anxiety? Is it actually anxiety,
Yes,
or is it
because
just
I felt
overthinking,
pressure,
or is that?
I felt pressure on my chest, which is what I get when I'm getting my anxiety.
Does your heart race?
Yeah.
Does it?
My heart races, I get
Right.
pressure on my chest, and it feels like I've got something
Feel like
stuck in the
yeah,
bottom
right,
of my throat.
like a reflux type thing.
And it starts rising up, and I know it's the anxiety, and I try and push it back down by talking to myself, that not in a crazy way, but in a calming, thoughtful way, saying you can do this, take your time, breathe your way through it. But whilst I'm doing that, you're actually saying that to me as well, so I can hear that as well. So
That was on the way out, wasn't it?
got it double. But then as I get to the entrance and you said mind the tree,
Yeah.
it was a little
So it's above your
branch
head.
coming out of the tree, but I'm in my head seeing a great big oak tree that I've got to ride through, or I'm going to go onto all the roots of it or everything. You know, my mind.
But what about, you said, when we were actually in the car park and we're having our sandwiches and we're having a dance and mucking about and taking photos, you're still
That whole
thinking
time,
of how to get out of the car park.
I'm planning my escape route.
Why? Why?
I don't know why the anxiety grips me like that.
So coming out, when we came out of the car park, I went out and I know Alfie pulled over because he pulled over very quick. But I'd gone a little bit up the road and there was nowhere to pull over, and I didn't think it was safe to stay there. So I said to you, just breathe, because you said I can't do it.
I just literally stopped.
You said I can't. Yeah, I can't do it. But then within
Seconds, I just
a few minutes, you was out of the car
I
park,
thought myself out of it and got through it.
and I said to you, just don't worry, take your time, just breathe. So like,
You said you was going up to come round and turn round, and in my head I had visions of you coming back, not
and moaning.
moaning at me, saying basically, what's the matter with you, you're a wimp, this, that and the other, and having to ride my bike out, stop it at the side of the road, and I thought to myself, I've passed my test, I can ride my bike, you've just got to do it.
Yeah.
And I've got to believe in my own self.
Your own abilities. Yeah, because there's nothing, you did it easy. When you
Yeah.
actually came out, it was
When
easy.
I came across it, I was like, oh. But what I visualised was, as I've looked at it, because obviously I stood there for so long in the car park eating sandwiches, whatever. As I looked at that crater to the left of the exit,
The little one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, to me, from where I was standing, it looked like
I wondered what that
huge,
was. Yeah.
a huge big well that I was going to go in, right? So as I looked at it, I saw in my head me going up to it, going round it, but as I turned left, I would have caught my wheel on it and gone down.
Why don't you visualise yourself just going round it and getting
I
up
did.
and going
That's
off?
how I got off.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I then spoke to myself in my own head and said,
So it's a combination. So it's just you talking to yourself.
yeah.
But what other people say to you affects that. Because if I'd have said to you, for God's sake, what's the matter with you? Just pull round it. You would have locked up. You said you would have locked up.
I would have
even
locked
more.
up and just
But I know
put my
you.
stand down and got off my bike and gone, no, I can't do it.
But I know you.
Yeah. I had to switch and I had to get out because
Yeah.
and then the fact that I didn't want you to go so far up, have to come all the way back. By the time you come back, I'd already got out.
Which nearly happened.
Which was if we hadn't connected on them things.
I was riding at about 5 mile an hour up the road,
Yeah.
trying to find somewhere to turn around, and there was nowhere to turn around. There was nowhere to turn around.
But it wasn't as if it
was in a forest.
It wasn't a. Yeah, it was just a forest road. It wasn't as if it was like a.
It was a small road, so you
stopped on the dual carriageway or
couldn't do a
anything.
U-turn, and there was no turnings to turn round in. There was a couple of muddy paths. I didn't want to get stuck in them.
But I think the reason behind that was because my very first start off on the ride was obviously transitioning from the geared bike to the auto bike.
Yeah.
And the auto bike is very
Heavy.
snatchy.
Well, it's snatchy, it's heavy.
The
The
brake-
steering's quite strong,
The clutch and brake,
especially when you're only using one arm.
but the brake
The
on
brake.
the DCT is my clutch on my SV.
Yeah.
So as I came out, I went to feather my clutch, which I don't ride with. At the
Yeah, and you
moment,
pulled your brake.
And I pulled the brake, so that made me unstable. So I
Right.
straightened the bike up,
Yeah.
and that was my first going out of the turning. And I was like, oh, am I going to be doing this the whole way? And then I kind of settled into the ride. I was fine, no problem whatsoever,
Yeah.
until we got to that car park, which
Yeah.
was 2 hours away.
Yeah. Well, that'll do.
Oh, you recorded it all?
Yeah.
You bumhead.
So, there you have it, guys. That was our little experience about anxiety on the motorcycle. We all have, if we're honest, we all have anxieties. We all have little areas that we're not sure about when it comes to motorcycling. For some people, it's as simple as doing a U-turn or parking the bike. For other people, it's doing 100 mile an hour around a circuit on a super fast sports bike. But if we're all honest, we all face that little window of opportunity where we're not sure. So the best thing you can do, in our opinion, is to just take stock. Stop, make sure you're safe. Breathe and visualize. Visualize how you want to get out of that situation. Take your time. If you need to, take yourself off the bike. Just breathe, talk to someone, move around until you feel ready that it's time for you to make the maneuver. And don't let anybody ever pressurize you into actually doing something you're not ready to do, because that's when mistakes happen. So if you have somebody saying to you, just rev it, just push it, just give it some, you don't want to be around people like that, and you want to have take them to the side and say, look, this might be simple for you, but for me this is difficult. Okay, and be honest. Just be honest, because everybody wants to be able to help people to achieve and overcome their fears and their difficulties. Okay, and like I said, everybody has different levels. It's just a matter of finding your level and getting out of your comfort zone and challenging yourself. So there you go. That was our little video. I hope you enjoyed it. We try to pass on information that we learn because we're learning. Okay, we've only been riding a few years, and some of the stuff people, they just don't tell you. Who is who can help you with anxiety on a motorcycle. We think there's a lot of people actually that as far as the tests and things go and actually getting on a bike, there's more to the psychological side of riding probably than the physical side. So what we're learning and what we've learned over the last few years is to visualize, breathe. If you see what what it is you want to do, you usually start to make it, and then it's just practice and keep on practicing. The best modification or the best upgrade you can get is yourself. Work on yourself, physically, psychologically, connection with the bike. Okay, so I hope you found that useful. If you did, leave us a comment down in the box below. Give us a like. It really helps. If we know that people are getting some value from this, it honestly is worth more than gold to us. So give us a like, and yeah, we'll keep making videos, keep sharing our experiences. There's a few more things coming up soon in the pipeline, which are going to be really cool. And thanks very much for watching. If you're still here, awesome. Ride safe, guys, and take care of each other. Till next time, see you soon. Bye.